Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? My name is Dave Cirino, singer, songwriter, producer, engineer, and what you are now tuning into is what's called the 5-Question Show. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it today, guys. We got a good show today, guys. We have a really good show today. Alright, before I begin, I want to send shout-outs to Row Flows. Row Flows for subscribing to my channel. Shouts out to you, bro. Thanks for subscribing. Alright, guys. News. I got a section in my news. It's called the 5 Questions 5. Alright, basically it's going to be 5 albums I'm going to discuss and promote on my show. Album 1, Alicia Keys, The Element of Freedom. That's a dope album. It's on iTunes. Go ahead and support her. Go ahead and cop that. R.Kelly, Untitled. Another dope album, man, I'm telling you. On iTunes, go ahead and cop that. Susan Boyle, guys. Susan Boyle. Dreamed a Dream. Listen, I'm all about supporting those coming up and just working hard. And, you know, she finally caught a break after, like, what, 40 years? I don't even know how long, but, man, that's just a success story, man. Susan Boyle. Go ahead and cop. Go ahead and support her, man. Really Doe, First Impressions. For those who don't know who Really Doe is in Kanye West's camp. He's a producer, a rapper, and a songwriter, and he's a great guy. I met him. I met Really Doe at a convention. Cool guy, man. Real cool guy. Hard-working guy. Go ahead and support Really Doe, man. He got a new album. It's on iTunes. It's called First Impression. It's a dope album. Go check that out. And of course, yours truly, me, Dave Cirino, Spaceman, December 15th, it dropped. It's out. It's on there. It's on iTunes. Go check it out. Go preview it. If you like it, go ahead and get some singles. Go cop. All right? That's it for the 5 Questions 5. Now let's get into our actual 5 questions. All right? We got a good show today, guys. We got a real good show. You guys are just got some good questions today. All right? Question number 1. Yo, alright, I got a question. When you record vocals and you do the stereo mixing, are you supposed to pan each and every vocal track, or do you just pan the lead in the lead tracks? Alright, check it out. When it comes to panning, there really aren't any rules, alright? It's more like it's about a feeling, about a style, a style of mixing. However, you should never pan the lead vocal. Do not pan the lead vocal, alright? Unless you're going for some kind of crazy, whacked out there effect, there's no reason to pan the lead vocal, alright? Keep it centered, alright? And also remember to record your vocals in mono, not stereo. Record your vocals in mono, not stereo. And basically what panning does, panning spreads out your vocals, and it spreads it out, makes it sound a little bit more wide. So yeah, man, like I said, there's no set rules to panning, alright? Question number 2. Alright, got a question here. Hey, so as a mixing engineer, what is your preference of mixing? Headphone or speakers, and why? What are some things you do to make your vocals sound good? Alright, I do not mix on headphones, and I do not recommend it. Alright? Mixing on headphones colors the sound, alright, and it does not give you an accurate image in comparison to what you're listening to on your KRK or whatever, your speakers, your powered monitors. It just does not give you an accurate image. It colors the sound, and I do not recommend mixing on headphones. I mix on monitors. What I do, I check my mixes on headphones, but that's about it. Yeah. And that's it. What was the next one? What are some things to do to make the vocals sound good? Basically, EQ, compression. I make sure I carve out my sound with EQ. I compress the sound. I blend it well. You know, that's pretty much it. I do a whole lot more, but like dynamics and reverbs and stuff like that. But you know, it's that's basically what I do to make the mix sound good. All right. Question number 3. What's going on, bro? I have a question. Hopefully you can help me out with. I have a M Audio Firewire solo sound card and a Street Box drum machine. I was wondering how can I use my drum machine on FL Studio since my sound card doesn't have any MIDI outputs? That's a good question, and I actually researched that for you, man. First things first, alright? On your street box, use your external line input. The line input accepts the signal from a CD player or other line level source, alright? Alright, what you're going to do is, I had to write this down because it's pretty long. And connect your line output via 1/4-inch cables into your balanced line outputs on your M Audio Firewire Solo, okay? Hook up your Solo to your computer via Firewire and record an instrument track in FL Studio. You're going to act as if your drum machine is an instrument, and you will record using the line inputs rather than the MIDI, since your Firewire doesn't have MIDI, okay? I'm sorry, yeah, your Firewire, your M Audio Firewire, okay, doesn't have MIDI, so you're going to record it with the line inputs, alright? Or what you could also do is hook up your street box directly via USB and record using USB MIDI, but I'm not sure if your street box has USB MIDI on it. USB on it. Does it? If it does, hit me up. Alright, question number 4. Man, you guys are just, wow, these questions are crazy. Alright, my question is this. When my vocals are blasted on my monitors or headphones or whatever the speakers are or whatever, at full blast in a car, for instance, they get distorted. How do I avoid this and make it sound clear no matter how loud the speakers are? Is this where compression comes in? Hey, you basically answered your own question. Yes, this is where compression comes in. Forget about loudness, alright? What you want to do is you want to become best friends with compression. You have to become best friends with compression. Make sure that your compression, that you use compression on all your recorded tracks. You don't have to be all your recorded tracks, but on most of your tracks, use compression. Use lots of it, alright? I use lots of it. Some engineers don't, but I do, alright? Do not raise your master fader all the way to 6 dB. Do not. There is a golden rule in the world of mixing, and it goes like this. No fader over 0 dB. Absolutely none. No fader over 0 dB. That goes for individual tracks. Don't sit there and try to bring it up. No, you want to keep your levels lower, and you want to bring it up with compression. All right, you have a 0 dB set right here. Any fader in your mixing console should not be going over 0 dB. It should not. That's just the rule. It should not. All right. Your master fader should not go over 0 dB. If you need to make it loud, you make it loud with compression, and you send it off to mastering. The mastering engineer is what makes it more dynamic. All right. And yeah, you use compression, harmonics, EQ to make it sound loud, clear, clean, and crisp. All right. All right, guys. Question number 5, and this is the last question for the 5-question show today. You say that you use Logic and Pro Tools. Do you only use the plugins that come with each version, or do you purchase useful plugins? If so, could you please name a few that are almost essential to a home studio or any studio? All right, I use Logic, and yes, I use all the included plugins. However, I do have external plugins that I use. Ozone 3, Antares Auto Tune. The thing that's essential to most home studios is EQ, man. EQ, compression. Learn EQ, learn compression. The EQ plugin and the compressor plugin, those are your best friends. Those are your major tools in mixing. Those are your buddies at war. You need to become friends with those guys. EQ and compression, all right? If I were to invest in a plugin, it would be a dope EQ and a dope compressor, maybe by Waves. But Waves is a little expensive. I don't have any Waves plugins, but I use my built-in plugins from Logic. But it's all good. If you have the money, invest in a dope EQ or dope compressor plugin. Oh man, guys, I'm winded today. So yeah, that's it for the show, guys. Thanks for watching, man. You guys are watching the 5-question show. My name's Dave Cirino, and don't forget the 5 questions motto. Okay, limitation, just like fear, is just an illusion. Limitation, just like fear, is just an illusion. You go ahead and crank out those mixes, man. You can do it, all right? I will see you guys next week on the 5-question show. Email me your questions. I will get them answered for you. Have a good day.